the crazy thing that I read that I thought was super crazy that she's alleging is that he blew up somebody's car, dog.
Kid Cudi?
Huh?
Was it Kid Cudi?
She didn't. It wasn't named in what I
But
read.
I think the people like comment wise are saying
they're
that
trying
it was,
to get it. They put two and two together. Okay. Yo, welcome back to another episode of The Great Deliberators. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Imperator Rose.
It's your boy DK.
O-Beam is not here.
He's not here. He's not here.
I'm gonna let DK tell you why, because it's
unfortunately, as some of you guys know, he had been under the custody of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And as of right now, they decided to rescind certain things and he had to go back. So y'all just go ahead and keep myself, my family, him, in your prayers, and hopefully he'll be back with us soon. But everything is kind of just in the air until maybe the next couple of weeks. So keep you guys posted.
Yeah, prayers up for my boy Vince, man, because we want him back. You know what I'm saying? It was dope having him home, and good old government decided to, do what they do. So yeah, it just kind of is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? As always, we're going to put positive energy into it. Make sure our boy, you know what I'm saying, stays tight. And, that's all you can do. Because at the end of the day, it ain't up to you, really.
Yeah, so hence why we on the couch at this point, because he hated these couches. As y'all know, when we first started, we started on the couch, and he hated these couches.
Yeah,
so we
hated the couches, man. Dog.
So we went to the table, and so we here now, and so let's get it popping.
Yeah, just so y'all know, that's the whole reason we've been at the table.
Yeah,
Vince didn't want to record on his couch.
He did not.
He hated the couch. So shout out to my boy Vince. We miss you, but I'm glad to be back on the couch as well because these jokers are more comfy than them chairs over there.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's go and get into it. So this is kind of like a special episode before we get back into it next year.
Yeah.
Recently, Diddy been caught up in a whole bunch of drama. You know what I'm saying? Most recently, his relationship with Cassie has become it was already like a public, relationship, but the behind the scenes of Cassie's allegations have come full-fledged now. I had a chance to read the actual submitted lawsuit. It's crazy how it's written, man. Because I would have been under the assumption, like when you read it, they just kind of detail specific events that occurred.
Yeah.
But really, it's written out almost in a narrative form.
Yeah.
They kind of tell a story.
Yeah.
Which
if read, you understand very quickly that, oh damn, this is definitely true.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a lot of personal, this is how I felt.
Yeah.
It was just strictly to the, like you reading a story, like a plot to a movie or something.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like I was reading like a plot to like a play or someone's life story. And it was like, dang, I thought it would have just been on January 8th. This occurred. On January 31st.
We were in the car headed to an award show. Yeah, he struck me or something like that.
That ain't how it's told, bro. It's told in a story format. But nevertheless, this is that person's account of events. With that being said, though, what I found is the most interesting is how it just seemed right out of the gate, nobody really came to Diddy's defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His day ones did, but in general.
Even the day ones, I think, very quickly were kind of like, oh no, we can't get and see, and that normally happens at first until once the document got pushed out for everybody to read.
Yeah.
Like we heard the allegation, everybody you can get behind the homie and be like, oh no, he's not that kind of person, da da da. But then you hear the testimony and you kind of like, it's kind of like Ashton Kutcher and his old lady.
Yeah.
It's kind of like once you find out the details, well, these are hellacious. No, I can't. I didn't think I know who are behind these words.
I think the crazy thing is in general over the last, especially the last couple of years, and really I felt like it's been this way since the Bill Cosby allegations came out. It seemed like whenever a black man came under fire,
it's torn. The community is torn.
Came to their defense, but like R. Kelly was pretty much 50-50. You got 50% of people that's like,
I think it's more 70-30. It's just that I just think the 30% are very vocal about how they behind them. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying like with Jonathan Majors, or like let's take who most recently with the The wide receiver from the Cowboys that got in trouble with the Marriott.
88. You talking about Michael Irvin?
Michael Irvin, bro. How his man ain't on my tongue. With his situation, right? Like we read the comments, bro. They saw the video and everybody was on Michael Irvin's side. I ain't say like I felt like anybody was like.
If we said it from the jump, he probably could have said something. Her body language was as such that
I'm saying
he
right?
probably did say
we
something.
Seen the video and we was all like, this don't sound like what Michael Irvin described. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's always back and forth in the community. But I feel like the overwhelming comments I seen on Diddy was like,
oh,
yeah, we kind of known this for a while. This just kind of like solidifies what we already knew. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things that's like in the back of your head, like you know this dude is grimy. You know what I'm saying? But like I haven't actually seen him do it. So like as far as like support and all that, it's been hard for us as a community to hold him accountable because like it's one of those things that like you've heard rumors about throughout him all these years. But now Cassie putting it like in a document, actually suing him, it kind of like really put a stamp on like, all right, if she really put her name on it.
And that's the thing, she without a doubt put her name on it. Man, I think what really caught my attention with all of it was you know that obviously she signed to Diddy and all of that, but what really caught my attention is that this man decided to have another person come into play and have their way with her while he just stood to the side. And I think one side like read that part of it. I was like,
that was rough.
You know what?
That was rough.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
But again, we gotta
allegedly a monster.
Allegedly. The crazy thing that I thought that I read that I thought was super crazy that she's alleging is that he blew up somebody's car, dog.
Kid Cudi?
Huh?
Was it Kid Cudi?
She didn't. It wasn't named in what I read.
I think the people like comment wise are saying
they're
that
trying to get it. They put two and two together. Okay, I don't know if that's true, but she's claiming it like, yo, like he tried to blow up somebody's car. That's wild, man. Listen,
and that's easy to kind of put together, bro.
That's a heavy allegation.
Easy. No, but see, I think that allegation is easy to prove.
I mean,
because if there's a particular because my understanding that he even said that he was going to do it. Like,
damn, all I read was all I seen was all the stuff, right? And then a week later, I decided to look up the document and read it. And I read like the first part that listed out like all the allegations or whatever as they ran through it. But yeah, that was wild. I was all like attempted to blow up a pursuer's car or something like that. It was worded in a way of saying that it was somebody who was romantically interested in her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm Googling it right now.
Yeah, like I was like, yo, this a heavy allegation. Like sexual assaults come out all the time. You hear about these reports often. For somebody to put in a document that you blew up somebody's car, didn't threaten to blow up somebody's car, you blew up somebody's car who just had a romantic interest in her.
He warned her around the time of Paris Fashion Week in 2012 he would blow up Kid's car. The documents added around that time Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. This is November 17, 2023 from the NZ Herald.
Dang. See, that's
and quote, blow up Kid's car. Quote, around that time Kid's Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. And the reason why I said that that's an easy thing to prove, bro, is because if he said that he was going to do it and then it took place, one thing about it, whether y'all agree or disagree, and also I want to say this, take this time to say this. Everything that is coming out about Diddy, whether we agree that it is fair or unfair, because it's the statute of limitations and the laws that happened, that was rescinded in New York that allowed people to come forth after all that is a mute point at this for this particular juncture of the conversation.
Yeah.
If he did it, sad to say that if it was past the statute of limitations, I got to 100% get behind, like at least from a street standpoint, like how we can as a community treat him. We need to cancel him. There's no question. Now, I'm not saying there needs to be any legal trouble. And again, I'm not defending him in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at least as far as like losing sponsors, losing people within the community, losing respect around the world, we need to go ahead and rescind that immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately, because this is the exact reasons why you hear about individuals should not mingle with their subordinates. And for you to be signed to this woman, and ultimately, no matter how you think about it, this is mental warfare.
Yeah.
Forget the physical and all that. That's easily proven. But mentally, she can't do nothing because you are the gatekeeper to her finances, to her career.
That's what they alluded to, like in the document as well. And the crazy thing is honestly, of even if like you kind of on the fence about some of the allegations, I mean, it is beyond believable. And like we know for things like this to occur, that it's plenty of high ups that record.
This is the only way for it. This is the only way that it could occur.
You're not going in. Your career is not going anywhere unless like sexual favors are done, or we enter a relationship. You under some type of control like that. That's been happening since the dawn of time. So to me, that's above.
And then the
everything
rumors
else,
about her hair being shaved, having to shave her hair, and all that. It's kind of.
Did you hear Jamie Foxx tell the story of that shit? Was it Jamie Foxx or was it T-Pain? It was somebody. Somebody told the story about how like how Diddy basically coerced her into like shaving off the side of her head or whatever. Oh, I think it was Young Jock. It was Young Jock. Young Jock did an interview with DJ Vlad where he told the story about how, and at the time it kind of went over everybody's head, but then they re-pulled that interview up.
Of course, Vlad
to show
Vlad will get you, bro. Vlad, bro. I don't know how Vlad does it. It's like y'all walk into that room and it's the truth serum.
Bro,
Vlad will give like, bro, something come out. If something happens with you, I don't know when you met him.
Yeah.
But Vlad sat down with you and said, and all of a sudden you just like, damn.
Vlad got you in trouble, dog.
And Vlad probably like, we all knew this.
Bro, I'm telling you. Don't know Vlad's true intentions. I believe that he's just a guy. Really
I think you work for the feds, bro.
I mean, bro, he might be the greatest interrogator ever. I'm saying, bro, because like he be having these cats feeling mad comfortable when they be walking there, bro.
Bro,
but it's crazy.
It's like he find out what you like before you get in there and just.
Oh, because they resurfaced that interview, and as Young Jock was telling it, he was all like, "Yeah, you should shave your hair." That's how he said Diddy should do it. And then next week he seen that Cassie shaved her head. And he was all like, "Damn, like Diddy got it like that." Like, and it was at the time, when people probably watched it, people probably thought nothing of it. Now I just felt cringe, like hearing Young Jock.
Bro, it's
story.
A lot of things that are surfacing that are just turning your stomach when it come to Diddy, man. Like,
but I think
what's
honestly,
the other dude that sat down with Vlad that he was supposed to be some type of rapper or something like that, and he was talking about how he was really getting it in, and he said, if you guys want to know, ask Diddy, ask so and so, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? They've seen me, they know the kind of work I put in. Man, what was his name, dog? He was he wants to like everybody to know he know how to slang it on these streets, and he was going in, and everybody went back to go pull back the interview that he had with Vlad, and I'm just sitting there like, why is this like cool to just be sitting there watching somebody?
Yeah. I think it's, bro, the thing is...
Man, I'm not gonna lie, fame is, and I mean this sincerely, I don't want fame. Even with this podcast, I hope we blow up and all of that, but if y'all see me, please, like, leave me alone, man. Like, I'm not even...
I think that's the downside to fame, though. Like, I think at some point, like, if you become big enough, you kind of have to embrace it. I think Keith Lee's on that journey right now. Right?
Man, I'm gonna try to go Kawhi route, bro. Like, I'm gonna really just... Like, anytime I just feel like I'm in that space, it's just,
Kawhi an athlete, though. He can actually escape it because he gonna make his money on the court. Like, in our realm, we can't, dog. We gotta... Face value is everything in this game, especially in the entertainment world. So, but what I will say is this, though. I don't know if fame so much... It's an aspect of fame that, like, makes people crazy and makes them really do weird things, but I also think that it's one of those things where, to me, like, it's almost peer pressure, right? Like, you show up to a Diddy party and everybody, like Cassie's 19 years old. She gets signed to Diddy, right?
Yeah.
She's super young, bro. She can get easily coerced into doing things that, like, just through sheer power.
And the business itself is easy to coerce somebody. Yeah, forget the age. When you compound the age to it, it's just kind of like,
this is what you've been chasing your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm the gatekeeper.
And all you got to do is, you know what I'm saying?
Be my girl.
Yeah, and then that turns into, sex parties and, you having sex with other men, and like it's a snowball effect, and that's where people don't understand. People think that like all this happens in like 6 months. No, man, they're grinding and wearing these people down over years. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's not like because you drop a bombshell on somebody like that early, like most people gonna walk out. Most people be like, "Nah, I ain't with all that. You got me twisted." What they do is they introduce it to you slowly, and they slowly walk you into the lifestyle and slowly break you down. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's mental warfare. Mentally beat down on you until they get you to start doing whatever they want to do. And once they have leverage over you, that's when you're at your most vulnerable. And that's the most terrible part about all this, because when you read it, it feels like she was just in a situation as a young girl who couldn't escape the shadow of this entertainment mogul who, at the end of the day, if he want to end you,
just predator, like we're just a predator.
if he want to end you, he gonna end you. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got. It wouldn't take him nothing. He a phone call to every head exec. Yo,
and Diddy had that power. You heard what he did to Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
You heard what he did to Wendy Williams.
Bro,
like Wendy Williams made a comment about his sexuality or something like that.
Bro, yes.
And by the next day, I think that she had moved from a New York radio station to something in Florida or something like that. And he was just making calls, bro.
Bro.
And you know what the reality is that if you have to react to something like that, it kind of proves it to me. And I don't want to say don't defend yourself or don't but it's just I don't know, and you got to go that far.
Yeah, because you should be I always feel with anything, right? With a lot of these guys, at some point you should be above everything. You get what I'm saying?
Have some finesse. Even somebody throw that kind of allegation at you. We clinched the playoff berth. Sorry, y'all. I've got the game on in the background. Yeah, but yeah, the Eagles clinched the playoff berth. Shout out, go Birds.
I mean, it was 10-3. I mean, like it was gonna happen.
I'm just saying, with the Cowboys losing, we clinched it. So now we number one in our division. But sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes into just simply we need to just end Diddy's career. Ciroc dead. I don't know what else he got going, but all that is just dead. We need to dead all of it. And he's gonna have some money after. We just need to understand that, and that's cool. But take away his fame, take away that's really what he wants anyway. Is like the respect around us. That's why he's trying to make those moves. Power. That's why he's trying to make those moves now, giving people their power back when it comes to their their songs and all that kind of stuff. But it's too late now. We already got all this. I think this is this isn't an R. Kelly situation. And to me, we made the comment off air. Damn, it kind of seems different. And I said that it kind of feels worse. Not to say both are sins. They're equally bad. Yeah. Make that very clear. Equally bad. Equally bad. Just in bold letters, equally. But with this Diddy situation, it feels much worse because it's kind of like with R. Kelly, I can argue a little bit, or argue. I can understand, not accept, but I can understand the argument that man, he really had a bad childhood. He this, that, and the third. Yeah. And then some of these parents knew, whether you agree or disagree, but it wasn't like he was just doing all this completely not in the open. Mm-hmm. He was very much somewhat in the open with some of these things, and certain people allowed it to be acceptable. But with this Diddy situation, I don't know. Maybe we haven't gotten much information, but right now it just seems like he was just a villain in the shadows, bro. And just finding a way to clench his teeth into something that he can control to the nth degree. This is just, this is pure disgust to me.
I mean, it feels like with the R. Kelly situation that it's someone who is sick and needs help. And that's how I always take, because I just can't for the life of me figure out how you find children attractive. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where you actively pursue children. Like something is wrong with you. When because it was reports about, his abuse toward Kim Porter. The mother of several of his children. It's one of those situations where it's like it just feels like you an actual bad person. In every aspect of anything that you've done, you feels like you've been.
But we should have known this, man. Even with the Steve Harvey's daughter, your son dated a chick, and then you the dad and backdoor. It's just a lot of weird. And I hate that word weird.
But the rumor's been around so long.
Bro, I hate that word weird because it's just there's no way to define. You're not defining it, but it's just he gives you
I
this.
feel more like creepy. It feels
Yes,
creepy,
man.
dog. It
It's just
feels,
like what are you
yeah.
doing? Like you just need to be able to say I did that, like or control a situation. How does your son date somebody and you backdoor and go and do it in a public way? Like it's just, bro. It's weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's yeah. I honestly we should have. I'm not gonna say cancel somebody for doing something like that, but we should have definitely saw the signs and started stepping back a long time ago. Especially with and we want to be careful with allegations, but
I think,
now
but also I think we were young, right? So when we were hearing a lot of these allegations about Diddy, it was more of just, well, that's weird.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
think he's gonna
saying?
survive this. And I
Uh-huh.
know that this, like my brother says that and when I say survive it, don't mean he's gonna get his money taken away,
Yeah.
but just so that like he's not gonna be able to be invited to these prestigious events and awards and be like he's not gonna be the renowned Diddy. It's gonna be almost worse than R. Kelly, bro. Like
Man, hold on,
he's still
wait.
gonna have a lot of songs.
That's a
Songs
stretch.
will get played
Yeah.
and all of that. But what I'm saying is just like he's canceled and he's canceled in the real world. He's not canceled going to prison.
But hear me out. I think it's gonna take another 2 or 3 women because as of right now, even with reading the Cassie papers, I still don't feel like it's really a lot of drive behind the story anymore. I think he's gonna be on probation for
The
about
reason
a
why
year or
there's not a
two.
lot of drive behind the story because there's no way for us to like see it in a prolonged setting like a courtroom.
Yeah, he settled
You
so
know what I'm
quickly,
saying?
right?
Like if this would have went into court and we go into a year or 2 years of trial and documents and this and all these things come out.
Yeah.
But now everything tied to her, she can't even speak on it.
Yeah.
She can't even like you know what I'm saying,
he settled so
bro.
quickly.
And because he settled so quickly that I think allegedly the original amount that she wanted was like 60 million or something like that. Pretty sure that thing doubled. Once she had to put her name on it and sign her name and say that this happened,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it's now public because it hurts her. She has to relive everything she did publicly. Before it was just privately.
Yeah.
And that's why she probably wanted to settle. Like, you know what you did, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my voice now, pay me. But I think that now that it is something that is public, if I'm her lawyers and you're coming at me so quickly, yeah, you're gonna have to go. You have to give me like 100 million.
Yeah, I think what happened was because I saw a clip of someone from a podcast that broke down why it even settled so quickly. So apparently the lawyers sued his corporations. They didn't sue him. They issued his name in the
Smart.
Yeah, they issued his name into the into the documents or whatever, but really they sued his corporations and his businesses. And the way she explained it was, which is genius, because I was all like, yo, this might be the greatest setup in the history of the game. So because she sued the corporations, that the insurance companies of the business, the ones who hold the most liability if it fails, they decided to settle with Cassie. That even if Diddy would have been like, nah, we're going to try, I'm going to fight this,
It's not up to him.
Nah, they was all like, nah. Like we're
just the board.
Yeah, like we're
see, this is why I'm telling you right now, it's gonna hurt him, bro.
No.
It's gonna hurt him. Because if they're settling for that kind of money, if they're settling for that kind of money, like dog, any board that has to settle 30, 20, 40, 50, 60 million because a shareholder. You know what I'm saying?
I think if someone is bold enough, if someone really is, because right now Diddy still got a lot of weight in the game to me. If someone is bold enough,
he only got weight in the game because this is all we know, and it wasn't prolonged and wasn't dragged out.
But I'm saying if we get like a surviving R. Kelly documentary for Diddy type shit,
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do that though.
Diddy's done.
It's gonna be hard to do that. It's gonna be hard to do that because Cassie has decided she's done.
Yeah, she ain't gonna talk, but it's people.
But you know what? People around her could talk. Friends, that's what I'm saying. Sisters. Like you can't really.
Guards. Yeah, I'm saying like all it takes is that chink, dog. Like all it takes is that crack.
And she might not be able to say nothing. Yeah, but she can tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
How you might need to remove. Hey, go talk to so and so. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Go talk to He knows.
All it takes is that crack, man, and then you know that as you know with cracks it spreads. So I'm just saying.
And then to be honest with you, you have to cling on. You have to cling on to it if you know about it, because if you try to like keep your name out of it, what you don't want is for the story to break, and then they say that so and so had no comment. Yeah. Or we reached out to so and so, the security guard, and he had no comment. But now it makes it look like you were behind it. So you kind of want to get in front of the issue and be like, all right, I'm gonna say everything I need to say.
Like I said, my thing is, I don't think this dares Diddy. I think this like clamps him down for like a couple of years or so, like out of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? He might post some stuff on social media after about 6 months from now, and just kind of work his way back up. But I think if we get a doc, if we get an article, if we get something, if we get more, I don't think this is just enough. And that's unfortunate because I base it off the fact that like, no, we just move on to the next thing, bro. Like media has almost trained us to be like that. Like we move on to the next big story. Like imagine if another big name, I'm talking about like super big, like that one of the top A-listers get hit over the head for a scandal.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Will Smith got hit over here. We don't need to talk about it. I don't think we should.
I'm saying, but look how long Will Smith was down. Now he about to drop 2 movies next year. He about to drop Bad Boys 4 and they're going to production next year, I think. I Am Legend 2 and Bad Boys 4.
I Am Legend 2.
Yeah.
The I Am Legend 2, man.
And then he picked a star that people gonna go out and see. So the thing is the slap was bad, but it's also forgivable. But like with Diddy thing is, it gotta be more. It gotta be. I don't think this is enough to kill him. I think it's enough to remove him from the spotlight for a minute. He may never even be able to be like.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think he's gonna be able to be like seen with some of these big dogs no more. At least I wouldn't want to be seen with him.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be seen with him. Like, bro, if you Jay-Z, if you did like, are you gonna want to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, invite Diddy to this year's what's that little thing, that little event that he does every year? The Rock brunch or whatever that thing is. Yeah, bro. Are you gonna invite Diddy this year?
A couple of years.
Are you gonna invite Diddy this year? Like,
he ain't gonna be there.
Are you gonna want to take a picture with this dude right after? Yeah. Because if something drop at any time, guess what they're gonna do? You're gonna be attached.
But I promise, dog. Like in 2 years, I guarantee you, this won't even be talked about.
And you got to realize Cassie is in the entertainment business, so a lot of these people know her. Know how young she was. She was kind of like the young Aaliyah.
But they all knew, dog. Like, dog, here's the thing, bro. Like, they all knew. They been knowing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro.
That's the sad part about it. Like in life in general, right? Is think about with like the Penn State football program and how like, you know, they
Sandusky.
Yeah, the Sandusky stuff, bro. Like that, like people know, bro. Like the crazy thing is like when you watch these documentaries, it's like there was always somebody who was like trying to speak up and say something that was going on, but then they take it to like a head and like you'd be like, nah, I can't do nothing about it. Or then, you know, you try to go and you try to talk to like law enforcement or whatever. They'd be like, oh, well, if we don't have no evidence, if no one isn't willing to come forward, we really can't like go investigate, you know, or whatever. It's like people know, bro. Like that's the crazy thing about it. Like people know. It's just it takes somebody strong and just to clarify this, and it's annoying because I shouldn't speak up earlier, bro. First off, sexual assault and abuse in general is like it's not something that you even want to make public. It's hard to even.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The moment she had to put them documents for public consumption, I'm just like, bro. Like Diddy's career, in my opinion, was over. Anything that's saying allegations in the dark, we knew about some of these things. I'm not saying we knew,
but some you'd be surprised how many people don't care, dog. Like you really would be surprised how many people would just.
I just can't be around nobody, bro. That I just can't. I just can't. You can't convince me.
These people grimy, bro. Like Diddy is just a person who made it. But like, there's other Diddies sitting on the couch somewhere that's read all this, and it's just all like, man, she dumb.
And you know what? I wanna give him grace because you can always say like, man, like you know, one thing we always say when something come out is, man, we got hold on now, just the first person. Don't like the Deshaun Watson situation. I remember the first one. I'm gonna be honest. My first remark was, oh man, she's trying to get $1, bro. Like this. Yeah. She gave him a massage. Even the second one, I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We about to get like 2 or 3 of these chicks coming out. You know what I'm saying? And that's really messed up for me to like, for that to be my first reaction. Immediately defend the individual that's getting rocks thrown at him. Yeah. Right? But then you get to the 20 and then the 30 and then the 40 and you kind of like, okay, hold on. Yeah, no. You had a different masseuse every other week? Like, every other week?
The first
you got a different masseuse for 2 years every other week. Like I got the same chick for the past like 3-4 years.
Yeah,
The same one who like, that's the only person that is touching me.
Mm-hmm.
So then it starts putting things in context. You know, I look at this Diddy situation and I tell myself, man, I want to give him grace, but when you got to date your son's ex-girl, you weird, bro. It's creepy, bro.
It's creepy, dog.
So then when somebody goes to the length, and mind you, nothing was put in courtroom. This is just what you did out in the open in public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when somebody goes to the length to say, man, by the way, she gonna ball out. We talking about Richardson for the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
For the Olympics next year. I am excited coming up, y'all. But look, when we look at this and we say that, okay, given that creepy situation with your son's ex, and we put it in context, and somebody decided to go and put their names on some court documents and to like sue you in this fashion, I got to give that some type of like, I have to lend an ear to that information.
Yeah.
And say, okay, there is some truth to that. So yeah, man, for me, I can't speak for the whole Black community. I can only speak for me. Yeah, I'm like, I've lost him. I'm sure I'm gonna listen to some Diddy songs because he's produced or is a part of so many different artists and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But as far as like, there won't be no Ciroc in my house.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't drink Ciroc anyway. But I mean, the thing, it just goes to, man, listen, you support who you want to support, but I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. How you decide and you ain't gotta explain yourself to me, man. You gotta explain yourself to nobody, right? But like, I pay attention to what people say. So like, if you just come out and be like, "Oh, that shit's bullshit. It's just another chick trying to get money out of a guy." Okay, all right, I ain't got time to talk to you because like you're not even of a person of substance or any character to even judge you on. You know what I'm saying? So again, right? But if you got your reasons as to why, you know what I'm saying, you can explain it. By all means, you know what I'm saying, do what you do. But hey, look, it's up for Diddy. I don't know if this is the end of him. I can't say that definitively. But what I will say is this is a big chink in the armor being chunked out. You know what I'm saying?
Big.
And so if something else come out, you know, if somebody else decided to take this opportunity to say, you know what, I think he's been weak and I think I can finally do it. Because that's a lot of it as well, right? A lot of it is a lot of people just don't believe they got the legal juice to go toe to toe with somebody like Diddy. So right, so like even if you've been done wrong, a lot of times you'll talk to some of these smaller guys and lawyers probably be all like, I don't know.
I'll take the case if you want me to take it, but I'm gonna tell you now, he's gonna throw money at this.
Yo, he may tie this up for 5-6 years in court. I don't know if you got the money to keep this going, and who knows if from what you presented me, I don't even know if you got a strong enough case to run it. So a lot of times,
that's why it was so crazy. You know, for it to be settled
that's the
so
reason
quick.
as to why this shit doesn't come out.
But let's be real. Let's be real. It's true. It's true.
Damn.
It's true.
Allegedly.
It's true. It's true. It's true. And if we can't monetize
I'm gonna say allegedly.
this, if we can't monetize this, and again, I'm only speaking for me saying that it's true. I have the only proof. I have no proof. There's no burden of proof. But I'm done calling it alleged.
But you feel like it's true.
I'm done calling it alleged. To my core, to my bone marrow, it is the truth.
It's just too many rumors.
It is the gospel. Because to be honest, bro, the fact that we're not fighting this, such an allegation, not even for 48 hours.
Yeah.
You went 24 hours and settled. Now I know it's the insurance company and blah 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 blah, and that's cool. But how many times has something been, heralded at a CEO or somebody major within a company? You don't settle because the allegation was that bad. Yeah. You settle when you feel like there's some truth to it that can bring some blowback to the company.
Yeah, because the legal team's got to review the information. So
let's just keep it a bean. That's
a great point.
Let's not sit up here and say, okay, well, you know what? The insurance settled, not Diddy, so it's not really Diddy. That's even worse. Because the insurance company is not going to want to settle on something like this and give up tens of millions.
Yeah.
Make this very clear. Tens of millions of dollars.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, because you got to realize that, they got to see the information.
Without looking at this and be like, okay, it looked bad.
And say, you know what? We can't take this
How much do you want? How much do you want? 60 million? Okay, look, we're going to give you 75. We're going to give you 75 and call it a day.
Oh, that's, yeah, now I think about it. Yeah, I ain't really think about that. Yeah.
Hey, Dan, I'm recording right now. Can I call you back? Okay. Sorry. Work.
Yeah, damn. Okay. All right. Look. All right, we gotta move on to the next one, but it's the thing. We're gonna see how it plays out, man. I got a 2 year window here, right? Come 2026, we're gonna see what Diddy's looking like and how he is like as far as his presence in media and entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to this next one here, man. So a small one, but we gonna rotate it into a topic that we've been wanting to discuss. Recently, um, Keith Lee has been on like this like tour across the United States, hitting up some of the major cities known for like their food and the particular areas of the country that really have like a foodiery scene. He also recently just went on to the Breakfast Club and got interviewed, and him and DJ Envy had a back and forth. Now I didn't see the back and forth, and it wasn't like a big thing, but apparently they had like a little back and forth or whatever, because DJ Envy called his food reviews like hood reviews. You know what I'm saying? And
So it's so disrespectful, dog.
and so this
It's
is
so disrespectful, man.
kind of what I want to talk about, where it
I'm
feels
gonna
like
let you land. My
the
bad.
Breakfast Club. Well, I kind of want to tie it in before we go on about the customer service and the experience of being in black establishments. It's just, dog, the Breakfast Club is, I don't want to hate to do this to us, dog, but it feels like it's becoming like cheap. Like
I don't watch it no more. But
yeah, it just feels like, dog, like every time I see some, dog, they like get into arguments with people, and it's like, bro, like how do you get into a back and forth with somebody like Keith Lee who don't do nothing but spread positivity? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you upset Keith Lee, dog?
But I'm gonna put it this way: it's agenda based, and that's just the reality of it. It's agenda based, and everybody got an agenda. But let's just look at the situation at hand, minus all of it. Don't disrespect somebody's craft.
I'm a guest on your show.
Like first and foremost, don't disrespect somebody's craft if they put like their work and their time, their blood and their sweat and tears into a situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing as far as business goes. And I put a lot of work into what I do. And there might be somebody out there doing it better than me, or you may feel differently on how I do my business.
500 million views, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? But I do my business. Let's make this very clear. There are people out there who are bums.
Bro.
Who ain't doing nothing.
Nothing.
And most of those people are people who follow you, be in your mentions, be da-da-da-da. And you know how irritating it is that somebody that disrespects your crafts but ain't doing nothing with themselves personally. Mm-hmm. This is a man who sits up there and like has created a way to like, okay, I'm going to do reviews, talk about food and my experiences and so on and so forth, like any regular person to the masses, and this is gonna be how I'm able to support others. He puts a lot of businesses on the map,
bro,
because of what he does. And then you turn around and you bring him to your show. That's like somebody saying, hey, come on to the Great Deliberators. Yeah. And I'm going to call what you do secondary to what anybody else does. Or I'm gonna pay disrespect to what you do, and I'm bringing you onto my platform. That's wild, man.
Crazy, dog.
So you pretty much bringing this individual onto your shit to fill in a slot so you can stay relevant based off of his work, and then you disrespect his work.
Yeah.
Now, if you disagree with maybe what he is doing, then utilize that time during the interview to ask a question or two or three and get a response or try to have a discussion about what you may disagree with. That makes sense. But to insult the man because he's giving you his true and honest opinion about establishments that he has is wild.
It's unfortunate.
It's wild. And you're an articulate individual.
And it's unfortunate because the Breakfast Club for a long time seemed like the dope place where conversations will happen that you normally don't get to see in like regular interviews, right? In regular interviews is really somebody asking a question, just a person responding. You really felt like on the Breakfast Club, people will go there and you get genuine conversations, maybe about disagreements and stuff like that. But it feel like every time I log on the internet now, I just feel like the show is being cheapened. And it's unfortunate because good conversations still happen on the show, right? But it just, and that's Charlamagne's character, and that's who he is. And I don't know, I feel like if it was Charlamagne, I wouldn't be tripping because it's like, that's like his thing, right? Like he don't take nothing seriously. So on one hand, I can get past it. But it's just like now DJ Envy getting into it, and it's like, yo, man, I just feel like the show is being cheapened because here was the opportunity again for this man to spread awareness about the positivities and things that he's doing and about who he is as a person. And we talking about you calling his reviews hood reviews. Like, on what planet is that okay, man? What if they called? Well, I mean, DJ Envy is his own shit now, but like, what if they called your property flipping, hood flipping? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
you know
bro.
he get turned up about that shit, man. You know he be
And
pissed
you
off.
and look, I get it. You want to trend. You want to be, kind of have something that's gonna keep you going,
Keep your
and
clicks
you know what I'm
coming in.
saying, it's clickbait.
Yeah,
But for you to bring somebody on, man, I'm just confused. Like, if that's how you felt, and that's how you're gonna disrespect the dude's craft, then why bring him on?
yeah.
Like, if I were to go on your show and then the first thing you tell me is, "Hey man, what y'all doing over there is there." Like, it seems like y'all's little project is. Like, bro, don't call my shit little, bro. Like, don't have any, you know what I'm
bro,
saying? Like, come
bro.
on. Like,
They be
it's
wilding.
just like, dog, you know how much work I be putting in? Like, if you tell me, now, if you want to have a discussion about maybe how things is moving or how I'm doing something,
Yeah,
maybe ask me, hey, man, why do you feel like you were trending that way in Atlanta? What was your experience like in Atlanta? And then go off of leading questions, like
yeah,
leading questions. You're trying to lead him to get to a particular point and then have a discussion on that. There's ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're inviting him on, so you have time to like have questions that you can lead him to a conversation. But I'm
yeah.
just gonna flat out come and say, "Hey man, hey yo, Rav, yeah man, that little that little job you be going to every day. You know what I'm
The one I
saying?
provide
That
for,
little
the
that
one
little
from
bro shit that you be
the one
doing
I
every
take care of my
day.
family with. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that right there, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's cool, man. That's all right. Like that's cool.
It's crazy to me because it's we lean back into these situations all the time where here we have a platform that like we as the people that consume it have built up and said like, all right, yo, some of the top radio stations in the world, hey, y'all don't forget about the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And like now I feel like it's being cheapened, man. Like now I'm all like,
But it's
it don't,
okay. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is it's gonna take care of itself. Just like most things right now, like you're gonna start getting relegated to where you truly are. People view, the thing about viewers right now is that if you cheapen or you get out of your way or get out of your lane, well, like people quickly pick up on other things. We're not a cult that stays with you like it was back in the day, pre
yeah,
YouTube.
facts,
Like right now, Stephen A. Smith, some people just tired of him.
bro. It's
And the
hard.
reality is, it's okay to be tired of them. You can now go and watch the Pat McAfee show,
Yeah,
or watch
yeah.
the Unk and
Dog,
Ocho.
Uncle
You know what I'm
Ocho
saying? It's
show.
like, bro, and I watch that religiously every night,
Dog.
bro, every night,
Yo,
and I just be having it on in the
they
background,
struck gold, dog.
and I just have it in the
Yeah,
background. So it's like I can still get my sport talk by so many other platforms that I
yeah,
don't need to listen to your ridiculous takes. One week you saying that Lamar Jackson isn't worth the money, and then the following week you're like, they need he's worth every single dollar. Your takes just blow like the wind. It has no true value.
yeah.
So yeah, man, I just think that the way some of these people, how they move is awkward. But look, man, we don't need to stick with them. I don't watch the Breakfast Club like I used to. Not because I have anything against them. They just don't pique my interest like they used to,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah, man. I listen to them on the way to work, but I just noticed that like every time I turn on the radio now, I mean every time I hop on the
Bro,
internet,
Lamar Jackson is a magician.
he's gifted,
He's a
man.
magician,
He's
bro.
gifted. Oh, side note, real quick, so we can talk about this, Doug. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but like I feel like now he's kind of starting to maybe like hit his stride. But then when I got Odell and Zay Flowers, man, like why this man isn't like throwing for like 40 touchdowns, man? Like why go get wide receivers if y'all not going to like utilize them
Yeah,
in the passing game though?
what they're doing is definitely their passing game is now becoming deadly, which is allowing the run game to work
I
even
mean,
better.
look. All I'm saying is these last couple of games have been better, but like I need to see it full fledged, man. Because
Yeah.
like for the first half of the year, it felt like y'all had wide receivers for no reason. That's all I'm saying. Okay,
I mean, I agree. I
not
agree.
to dwell off
But
too
I
much,
will
y'all.
say,
But
Bateman and
small
Zay
gripe,
Flowers, they looking good.
small gripe there. Okay, but back on it, man. So, yeah, it just sucked that had to happen to Keith Lee, man. Especially when he's such a positive influence not just like in the black community, but in the world. You know what I'm saying?
But
So,
let me ask you this: what was? Have you been to Atlanta?
no, I haven't. I only heard stories.
Okay, I'll be honest, man. Atlanta is a man.
So now we're going into the black mecca of the world. But yeah,
Atlanta is a trying, and I say this respectfully. It is a city that I think is trying to move itself towards like a Los Angeles. Like they want to be on the map for like premium or top of the line black experience, top shelf events, top shelf food, this, that, and the third. But the reality is that your food is good, but we should not be dealing with ridiculous experiences or like Nobu prices.
mm-hmm.
If I'm going to a southern restaurant that is serving yams and catfish and fried chicken, though it may be good and garnished very well, a place should not cost more than $20.
Okay.
Catfish is catfish, my dude. Like I don't care what you doing to it.
Yeah.
It is catfish.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you.
I make this very clear. Nobu, the reason why Nobu has a slight expense is obviously the experience,
Yeah.
but the quality of the food. We're talking about Wagyu beef or salmon that is like not from farm, that is not farm raised, wild caught salmon and things like that. Like it is but you go to some of these places, you like, this is really good Southern food, but I'm paying $32 and a drink cost me $18. And though I made reservations, I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
And it's so damn loud that I can't really like, you know what I'm saying, talk to
hear
like
people that I'm in the same
it's
mood.
just like
Yeah. Well, here's what I would say, because one, I'm gonna slightly disagree with you on one hand, because and you should know this as a business owner, and again, as we talked about this before, as I become more financially literate, my thing on everything now is value. So whenever I go somewhere, I only got to go once to determine whether or not the money I spent was worth the value that I spent there, right? So if I pull up and I know that I can get this same experience, at least like dinery wise, or shall I say like taste wise, if I get the same experience from a mom and pop that I know,
you just gonna go to the mom and pop.
It's serving for $18 this plate, but you serving to me for $42. I'm pull up on a mom and pop because that catfish just as good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I came here because I thought that this $42 plate was gonna be worth $42.
But see,
that's why
not,
I say.
But that's not even always the case.
But at
like,
the time, it could be though. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you might pull up and you be like, you know what? I spent $50, but goddamn it was worth that $50.
It's like, okay, I can make a damn good steak, and I mean this for real. Like I sincerely believe I will compete with any like premium steakhouse that anybody has been to. And I put my name on it. I can make a good steak, compound butter, all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to reverse sear, double sear, it don't matter. Like I got you, but I will still go to a steakhouse because I want to go on like that kind of date. I want that kind of vibe of being at a nice spot. And I know that comes with a particular tax, and that's understandable. But I just feel like the tax that I'm paying in Atlanta is egregious.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it's egregious. I'm okay with paying an extra $8 or an extra $9, even at $10. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm having to spend, you know what I'm saying, $20 on a drink, on a mixed cocktail.
No, I feel you, because my thing is you can feel like it's egregious. I'm just saying too many times I feel like I don't hear people say enough, and not that I'm accusing you of this, but people go out and they be like, nah, they overpriced. No, you can say I feel like they was overpriced. Like to me, it wasn't worth like the money that I spent. But just to say something's overpriced is where like I have trouble with, because here's my thing. When I talk to friends and stuff about this, you know, friends gonna always start up a business, right?
Yeah.
And my thing is, let's say like my friend starts up a business and I'm looking for him to do some work for me. Although I want my friend to come do that work, I'm still gonna get quotes from other people. And so I know my friend may not be at the same stage as other people, right? So my thing is, if my friend's within range, but he's slightly more expensive, I'm gonna go with my friend. But like, let's say my friend is 50% higher than like somebody else. Okay, well, hold on, bro. We gotta talk. I got 2 more quotes. You know what I'm saying? But if he's within 10 to 15, and let's say I'll go, you know what I'm saying, a super 20% higher than like everybody else, you know, we can probably negotiate. But 10, 15%, yeah, I'm good. Cause I know you ain't you ain't got 10 trucks out here doing the same amount of work. You know what I'm saying? So your margins are different.
Yeah.
But that's where like I'm saying, right, like if I go somewhere and this thing is 50% higher than somewhere else I've been, and I got damn near the same experience, okay, like nah, see now the value and everything you saying, like this is egregious. But if I do pull up right and I haven't got this experience anywhere else, and although personally it may have still been overpriced to me, maybe the experience was worth it. But like my thing is just I feel like too many times we're having a conversation of things being overpriced and we're not saying like, well, to me it just wasn't worth it.
I'll give you an example. I had went to Atlanta for a homie's wedding. Shout out to Alan. And I went to a brunch spot and I had a chicken and waffles. It was like some like renowned popular restaurant, you know what I'm saying, black owned restaurant, whatever. Had chicken and waffle. I think I had some type of I think we got mimosas and I got a drink or something like that. I think the craft mimosas was like damn near like a craft, just like one little bottle. I think it was like damn near like $70-$80. My chicken and waffles, bro, like 3 wings, and it was good sized wings, but the waffle wasn't even like, it was them small, you know what I'm talking about? Them small continental breakfast joints.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it wasn't even
Wasn't
like
a thick basil waffle.
and it's not even like they made it. You can tell that it wasn't even like one of them like just fresh off the press waffles.
Yeah.
Like it felt like it was one of the microwavable joints. And they had like this pecan praline sauce with this whiskey sweet syrup bullshit. And it just, bro, looking at it on the menu, amazing.
Sounded amazing. Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I'm gonna spend $28 on this chicken and waffles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The chicken was supposed to be lemon pepper chicken. Okay. That's what I chose. And I got everything. And bro, the waffle was trash. Chicken was good. And I'm thinking to myself, did I really just spend $30 on this?
Yeah.
Did I really spend $30 on this?
Listen,
like, I would go to Roscoe's. Have you been to Roscoe's?
Nah, I still ain't been.
Roscoe's is like $9.
Yeah.
Maybe 11.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles. And bro, I'll tell you the truth, and I'm not joking. Roscoe's is better than Breakfast Club as far as the chicken and waffles go. It's just, it's perfect. It's perfect. The chicken is, I'm talking about, it's you want to talk about small mom and pop style, like chicken like that, just like your mama made it. It's that kind of chicken. The waffle, it gives you like better quality Waffle House waffle. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them big joints, fresh off the press type of thing. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Give me the hot sauce, get with the syrup. You're good to go. You know, like, and it's $11, a third of what this restaurant in Atlanta.
I got you.
And this Roscoe's is in LA. Yeah. And it's known for being in LA. They can probably charge $20.
Okay. Look, man. Look, I get it. I'm not knocking your experience because your experience is about what I've heard, and that's why like I really ain't been like.
And then mind you, we had reservations. We still had to wait like an hour, hour and 15 to get into the restaurant. So we had a $10. I mean not $10. We had a 10 a.m. reservation, and we not getting in, or it might have been 10 or 11. We not getting into like damn near 12. Damn. We literally sitting there just waiting. I don't know, man. It's just, it is what it is. It's look. I'm glad that business is thriving that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not in the restaurant business. But all I'm gonna say is this: if you gotta find a way to make your establishment run efficiently, and I just don't think that in Atlanta, in my opinion, they've gotten that down yet. Maybe the wave has came too fast. You know what I'm saying? So they're just like, you know what? The demand is so high. If we charge more, we will get people to not come. But maybe people are still deciding to like bring themselves to your establishment, even though your prices went up 30%, 40%, 50%. So look, let me not knock. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I just think that they need to get it fixed quickly. If they really want to become that kind of hub, get it fixed. If not, let me tell you, Houston got it down. Like you come to Houston, if you want food, we got everything here.
Yeah.
Everything here.
Order, pull up and get it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got popular spots. We got spots that people really don't know, all of that. So figure it out.
I mean, I don't know. It feels like, from what I can tell, because like people who live in Atlanta complain about it, but they say, you know, the experience there pretty much is all built around hype. So, you know, they create these long wait lines, create these long times to make it feel like, oh, okay, well, this restaurant it's possible, or at least that's the belief, is that people believe that they're inflating these wait numbers by making people wait, stand outside to make the restaurant seem like they're more popping. You know, like, oh, I had to wait an hour and a half to get in, so then
Yeah.
that draws more hype for people to want to go. And people get there, and then it winds up not being the
But
experience.
in my opinion, actually,
Yeah.
it makes the experience. It makes it much worse because you're setting the bar so high. When people have to wait on food, their bar is high.
Mhm.
We need to make that very clear. It's kind of like Thanksgiving. You expect to eat at 12, the food don't come out till 2:30. So in your mind, oh, this mac and cheese better be smacking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
it better
turkey,
slap.
you know what I'm saying? The turkey better be juicy.
Yeah, it
the
better
thing
slap.
better not be dry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dressing better be cornbread and tasteful. Your expectations are that much higher. And let the shit come out bland.
Yeah.
It's not that it was decent to you no more. It was trash.
Yeah.
This did not meet the mark. You know
that's
what I'm
the crazy
saying?
part, because if you make people wait and it's not absolutely slapping.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Look at Grand Theft Auto. Let this Grand Theft Auto drop. and it's not cool.
Bro,
it's not good.
To drop a teaser trailer a whole year early is
whole year.
Is wild behavior.
Come on, bro. So
behavior.
you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Expectations all time high.
Bro.
Yes. All time high. There's gonna be a countdown soon. Like there will be a countdown very soon.
Yeah, bro.
And you know they're gonna have more trailers that are dropping.
And they just said 2025, right? They didn't like give a month.
And you know the game probably gonna cost like $149.99.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be something real stupid. The game gonna I'm telling you right now, you're gonna spend over 119, 120 for this game.
They wilding, boy. Listen, look, everything is built around hype now, man. I mean, I guess that's kind of what we've gone to now, man. But to piggyback off of that, so we can end it out here. Just speaking in general, because you've been to Atlanta, but just bringing the topic of experiences as a Black person in a Black establishment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen the conversation about it because when after the Keith Lee reviews of his family going into Atlanta restaurants and seeing the experience that he had there, it prompted a conversation again about saying being Black and going into Black establishments and trying to give grace to them for being early in it and not necessarily maybe having all the operations down. And I get all of that. But really, my experience always comes back to, because as somebody that has pretty much worked. Well, I can't say this because the foundation of America is customer service. In any business, you have a customer. Customer is purchasing something, you provide the service. What brings customer back is the level of service and how well you did at providing the service to them. So my thing is I know personally whenever I've been into establishments, it's been hard sometimes to ignore the lack thereof, the tone of the restaurant just feels like I'm not getting the same level of service I get when I go to other restaurants. That
maybe what I'm saying. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it as you was talking. Like when I go to some of these Black establishments, it's like I walk in and they talk to me like I'm one of the homies instead of like a patron of their restaurant, of their establishment.
Yeah.
And I got to really understand that maybe I need to switch my perspective. That maybe we just need to be very comfortable that we are amongst ourselves, and this is how we communicate and how we act amongst ourselves with a particular jive or a particular comfortability. We don't need to feel like this is Chick-fil-A where you got to talk to me somehow. You know what I'm saying? When I go to this establishment.
What's crazy is it's not even that aspect.
Does that make sense though? Does that make sense?
Because my thing is if I pull up, and you feel comfortable enough, to chit chat and talk to me, we know each other, I'm cool with that. But what I have an issue with is the person at the the hostess, when I go and be like, oh, how much longer? And they rolling their eyes, being all like, well, not yet. You only been here 20 minutes. I ain't never tell y'all this, but when I went to damn man, it's on Cutting. I forgot where I went. But yeah, we was out with the homies and the hostess told us y'all ain't even been here 20 minutes. That's what we was told. Bro, we smooth left. Oh, okay, cool. We just
I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to Quotes one time. This is one of my first and second times going there. It was right after work. I was trying to get a place in order to go, talk to the person, the bartender. And I said, I was told to come here to place an order. Can I get a menu? He said, yeah, in 1 second. He gave me the menu. And after I gave you the menu, like I was like, all right, I'm ready to order. He said, all right, give me 1 second. And bro, this dude walked past me like 2-3 times, was talking to people, Just got up and left, bro.
Yeah.
I just got up and left. I'm just like, it wasn't even that busy. And I'm just like, you know what? No, we suck.
Dog. I'm
We
saying
suck.
like customer service is the foundation of any business, bro.
Like I wanted like it was like part of me wanted to just like complain or like I was like, you know what, let me just go to Raising Cane's, give me some chicken and call it a day, bro. Like I don't even like
Yeah.
I was trying to see what the hype is about this spot. Like, fuck it. You know, like
It's crazy because again, right? And the thing about it, what makes it even more egregious is like I feel like we don't really, because the food is good, that like we don't hold them establishments accountable for it because people gonna keep pulling up because the food is good.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so like if your plates are $6, okay, cool, you can have bad customer service. I only paid $6 for this, you know what I'm saying? But like if you're gonna ask me to come sit down and drop $50, $60 drinks, 70, 80, like I'm saying, I don't. And whenever I go to a restaurant, I ain't looking for like magicalness. I don't mind asking somebody to fill my drink. I go with people with like ridiculous standards sometimes, or I used to. I don't hang with the people no more. But you know, they'd be like, nah, my drink go half empty. They need to fill it. Like, no, I don't mind asking, but come fill it back up. Like if I ask you to, you get what I'm saying? Like I don't have like ridiculous standards that I need in order to feel like the customer service is where it needs to be. But what I'm saying is we all know that we've been in establishments with a tone and the ambiance of it just feels like yo man, like
It's
this
too
is how
comfortable.
y'all treat people.
This is too comfortable.
Like y'all
you know
okay with just like walking past me and not saying anything? Like what's going on? You know, like yeah, been back to the table in like 20 minutes. Like what's up? It just feels like you know you've been places where you see all ladies in the back like just on their phones and nobody's table is being waited on. It just sucks because it feels like it never gets taken seriously. It's these same problems in every restaurant we walk into, and I don't know what the fix is. I don't know if it. I just know that like if it's still packed because I pull up to places that I've had bad customer service at and it's packed. It's
I pull
still
up, bro.
cats pulling. It's still
I
cats
pull up to
being there.
Cracker Barrel on a Saturday morning
Yeah.
or a Sunday morning. It's packed,
Mm-hmm.
and they have figured out how to get the order, get it back there, and
Oh
get
yeah.
your food to you in a timely fashion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to
Don't even
places
get me
where it's
started with
busy,
yeah.
and they figured it out. I've been to Chick-fil-A and the line is all the way to the street, and by the time you know what I'm saying, I like you know what I'm saying, just 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
done placed my order and got my food. Like they're moving. Now I'm not like whatever it is that is going on in these kitchens or efficiency. You need to hire somebody to give you the game. You know what I'm saying? Because that is what is needed.
Yeah, y'all gotta figure it out, man, because ordering
It's not a lack of support. It's not a lack of support on our end. It's just that if we support,
yeah.
we also have expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Dog. If I call my order in, bro, and I give you a 20-minute lead time and I head there and it's been 35 minutes and you telling me my order ain't done and I'm still waiting another 20 minutes when I get here, bro, you doing something wrong, man. You're like, no, nah, it's actually so Harold's Chicken just opened up by my spot, right? The famous chicken place out there in Chicago. Dog, you can't order there and not wait a minimum of 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm like, bro, like 15, like the 3 people that were in front of me, they all ordered wings. Why y'all not dropping 30, 40 wings
Just
at a time?
drop them. Well, do y'all think Chick-fil-A is making like fresh to order? Like they know they got people coming in,
bro.
They know what people are about to order. They
like,
drop them.
I'm confused because I'm like, bro, I done been here 3 times. Like I've had to wait over 30 minutes every time I've been here. Why are y'all not dropping? Like everybody in front of me ordered wings.
Okay, look outside. We got a wing. This is Harold's Chicken and 1 chicken. Hey y'all, let's start dropping some chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Drop 20, 30 at a time, bro. Like y'all killing me, man. Like I'd be like, dog, what's taking so long? It's frustrating, man, because like if you constantly hear the complaints, like why we ain't getting it together. And I think it's because, again, right, we talk about it, I guess this is like an active theme on the show, is accountability just isn't where it needs to be, man. And I think it's because we keep showing up in droves to spend money. Yeah. And like, like dollars talk.
But we the biggest consumer, and if we spending money, man, you don't need to change nothing.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Shit got to get better, man. But it's just unfortunate. But, all you can do is hope that it gets better. But I know for me personally, man, like I'm tired of showing up to places and the service just isn't where it needs to be. And again, I'm a reasonable person. I don't need knockout lights out service. Like I say that lights out knockout service is for the people that get big tips. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you need to have the basics and the foundation down. And that's all I'm asking for whenever I go out. Good food, good service, you know what I'm saying? Amazing food, amazing service is where you make real money, where you make that
Where
good
you make
money.
your bread,
But
bro.
like, what keep the
The
door
reason why
open,
Nobu can be Nobu is
Yeah.
when you go over there, the service is just killer. Like,
bro.
you
I'm
go to,
saying Chick-fil-A food ain't like I'm gonna keep it a buck out. It's not amazing, but like,
but you know what you're paying for.
but like you feel like dog, like you the only customer in there
Yeah.
whenever you walk in. You know what I'm saying? Like they figured that out. You know, and so you know that's all I'm asking for, man. But man, that's pretty much it, man. That's all we had. I know some other stuff happened, but we just wanted to get another episode out to do like
Yeah, we're gonna see y'all in
special.
2024.
But don't worry, we coming back again at the top of the year. Remember, we almost had 100 subscribers. So make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna help us get to that 100 subscribers before next year, I know it's a lot to ask, but if you want to give us an early Christmas gift, find 4 friends, mama, cousin, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, I don't care who it is, coworker, a friend of me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you don't even really like, but you know, you just gonna, hey, put them onto the show. We appreciate that. As always, though, man, it's been real. Till next time.
Yes, sir.